A young woman was allegedly gang raped in a moving bus.
Brutal rape in the capital.
The 23-year-old died in a Singapore hospital after suffering severe organ failure. The death of the woman sparked mass protests.
In 2012, India woke up to crimes against its women. But 6 years on, the situation remains largely unchanged. And now, a new policy aims to tackle the issue.
पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट महिलाओं के लिए सबसे सुरक्षित माना गया है। सरकार ने डीटीसी की बसें और मेट्रो के अंदर महिलाओं का सफर फ्री किया जाएगा।
The hardest part of any policy is overcoming the politics. Elections and the hype they create brainwashes us into assessing schemes according to the electoral advantages they may produce. What it does is divert focus away from its intended motive. And that's how. In this day and age, where India likes to consider itself in one of the most progressive nations in the world, a deep-rooted misogyny still plagues the mindset of its citizens. It suffers from relentless, gender-based discrimination and marginalization of women. Policies have tried: pink transport, women police stations, dedicated compartments, and women helplines. In the meantime, crimes against women in Delhi are thrice the national average. Women face violations day in and day out. They live in a constant state of fear. Their mobility is severely restricted. While the affluent are able to access relatively safe options of travel like private vehicles and AC cabs, poor women continually hazard the risks of the city. The unaffordability of public transport severely curtails their opportunities of growth. The CCTV monitored and heavily guarded Delhi Metro is an exceptionally safe option, but sadly it isn't cheap. Among the subway stations where a 10-kilometer trip costs less than half a US dollar, the Delhi Metro is the second most unaffordable in the world. In fact, it makes 5 times the demand on a commuter's pocket than that made by the New York City subway system. A price hike in 2018 saw the Delhi Metro lose a significant share of customers as daily numbers fell by more than 32%. Women make up only 25% of the rider share of the Delhi Metro. The AAP government expects 10 to 15% more to use the metro under the subsidy. Once implemented then, the scheme will cost the government around Rs 500 crore per year. But the benefits outdo the costs. Subway systems ought to be visionary social welfare schemes, not businesses for profit, but machines fed by government to afford economic opportunities to every citizen possible. 100% subsidy will give a large cross-section of women access to Delhi's extensive 343-kilometer subway system. Increasing the number of women in public transport means normalizing their presence in public spaces. This inevitably makes the environment safer and more comfortable for them. The scheme calls on those who can afford to forego the subsidy so that others can benefit. A vision where the citizens act as partners of the government to take the city forward in an egalitarian direction. If the initiative changes the appearance of Delhi even slightly, it has the potential to set off long-term changes in people's mindset.